Hey, good morning. How y'all doing? It is Well Red Beard. It's a damn fine day to talk about some books, and today we are here for Beard Book Talk. I don't know what episode this is, but I try to do one of these a week and kind of show you where I'm at on my reading journey. I really don't have a ton to show you. I read a bunch last week, but I also had a big busy weekend where we went 6 hours across the state to Southeast Missouri University, SEMO, and then up like 3 hours to Indiana State and for recruiting visits for my son, and just didn't get a lot of reading in during that time. I did get pretty far on an audiobook while that was going on, but anyway, so and I didn't really get a lot. I didn't make it to many bookstores or anything like that, which is fine. I got plenty of books, but um I finished The Neighbors by Anya Alborn. This is my sixth Alborn read. There's a review for this up. I gave it 3 stars. I like the book. There's nothing really wrong with the book. It's just that four of her other books I like a lot more. So this is The Neighbors. 3 stars for me, Anya Alborn. I finished My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. This book's been on my shelf, on my TBR for a long time, and I just got into it. I don't know what made me get into it, but I just did, and it's really good. It's a really good book. I gave it 4 stars, but it's it's hard to read at points. It's painful. It's about a 15-year-old girl in a sexual relationship with a 42-year-old man. I mean, he's her teacher, and I don't know. It's hard for me to even talk about that stuff, but it's just this odd look at from her perspective. Um, I mean, she wants this. She thinks she wants this, but this is also why there's an age of consent, right? I mean, even down the road, even into her 30s, she does not look at it as having been abused. Anyway, I'm not going to go any deeper into it, but I mean, it was a page turner for sure. But yeah, hard to read at points. This is My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. I gave it 4 stars, and I'll have a review of this coming this week. So I think that is all that I finished. Um, I am about 500 pages or so into A Feast for Crows, Game of Thrones book 4, and I feel like this is where it breaks apart from the show. Like I'm just not loving this one, and at the end of the day, it's because we spend chapters, and when I say chapters, I mean 40 to 50 minutes of audiobook with the prophet. Who's the prophet? Well, you'll learn, but the drowned, I don't know what, the soiled knight. Well, who's the soiled knight? Exactly. Whereas these previous books, I mean, chapter with Cersei, chapter with Brienne of Tarth, chapter with Jon Snow, chapter with Sansa, chapter. I mean, matter of fact, we don't even know where the hell Daenerys is. We haven't even seen her in 500 pages. We've barely seen the others. This has really all been about um, the Martells. This is after Oberon, however you say its death, and so it's about the Martells, and it's about the Greyjoys, the death of Balon Greyjoy, and I guess the fight for power over there. And to be honest with you, like I said, it's just not really doing it for me. But is what it is. I read I'm reading. I'm not gonna tell you why I'm reading. But I mean, it's an unfinished series that probably never going to be finished. So I don't know that I have a good explanation as to why I'm reading these. But anyway, I'm halfway through the fourth. We'll see. Um, I'm doing Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. I am pretty close on that. I'm in book 8. I think there's 12 books. I got a shitty, crappy copy of it here, but it's good. I mean, what else? I got into this because of this guy. Like I said, Ryan Holiday. This is his favorite book. I mean, he's a scholar of Stoicism. I wanted to add in some self growth slash philosophy stuff. Whoops. And this book changed his life. And this book, was very, very well thought of by leaders and I don't know athletes and I don't know. But what I'm saying is, um, I'm enjoying it. I just don't. I don't know. Part of me thinks maybe this isn't the best translation. Um, I don't know. I'm probably. I mean, I'd probably be 3.5 stars on it right now. But again, I'm not done. I mean, I get the magic of it. I get the specialness of what it is. But yeah. So I'm reading Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, and I am reading my, I think eighth Pulitzer Project book, Less, by Andrew Sean Greer, and I'm 180 pages into that. I'll probably be wrapping that up tonight, I would think. And I'm slowly reading Dylan Thomas's collected poems. So that's the stuff I'm working on. When I finish Game of Thrones, or whatever. Like I said, I use two apps for my audio books. I'm doing Game of Thrones and audio. When I finish that, I've got a stack of books over there that one of the apps I use has them available. I mean, it's going to be The Hacienda by Isabel Cañas, or Lone Women by Victor Laval, or I don't know, Nosferatu by Joe Hill. I've got those three set aside. The app has all three of them. I get 3 credits a month through that particular app. I've got one left. So when I finish Feast of Crows, Feast for Crows, then I'll be using one of those and then they'll re up at the end of the month and whatnot. As far as physical, when I finish Less, I think I'm going to read maybe. I don't know. I'm torn. So I got The Girl from Raw Blood by Catriona Ward. This is the last book of hers for me to read. When I finish this, I will have read them all, which I believe is six novels. Or I got a Clay McLeod Chapman over here called Ghost Eaters. I've only read one of his books, but it was the most recent one, Wake Up and Open Your Eyes. So I kind of want to get into another one there. Or to be honest with you, I really just want to read another Anya Alborn. And I've got The Bird Eater, and I've got Apart in the Dark. So I don't know. But I'm probably going to pick one of those for my horror read. Again, I'm kind of back and forth. The Pulitzer read when I pick a Pulitzer read. Or I'm just going to go into the next Pulitzer winning book because, to be honest with you, like right now, like I'm enjoying them maybe a little bit more than like my horror reads. So I kind of just want to kind of push on through this because I get like this, I do get a sense of accomplishment from it. I don't know, read whatever you want to read. For me, like I'm into this Pulitzer thing that I'm doing right now, but this is the winner, I think, for 2016 or 2007. I don't know. Anyway, I got to double check, but Andrew Sean Greer is 2018. So this must be 17, unless I'm mistaken in the whole order of things. But Colson Whitehead won it 2 times in like a 4-year period. So for the Underground Railroad and the Nickel Boys So be getting into that pretty soon, regardless. Now I didn't get much. Again, I've been doing some self growth slash stuff, and because I've kind of gone down the rabbit hole of this Ryan Holiday guy. He had a guy in his bookstore, talking about books, whatever. And it's this Stephen Pressfield guy who I haven't really got the handle on yet, like who he is. Um, because he writes nonfiction like this. Like he's got one called The War of Art. Yeah, it's a play on the art of war. The War of Art, I think, which I think is supposed to be the most popular one. But again, I just kind of grabbed this one on eBay in like a 2-for-1 deal. or buy two get one free deal. So he does books like this, which are supposed to be good. I don't know. I'm not going to speak on it yet. But then he also does books like this, which I thought were nonfiction. I thought were like history. But I guess these are historic like novels. Like this is Gates of Fire about Thermopylae, about 300 basically, which I'm really interested in. And so I picked up a couple of his other ones, like this is The Tides of War, a novel of the Peloponnesian War, I guess. I don't know. I don't know that I'm gonna like those. I mean, I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna have to try Gates of Fire to find out. And then this one's called Last of the Amazons. Again, it was a buy two get one free. Uh, and I looked for Pressfield, and I got three of his books, but I don't know. And then I went to Books a Million. We were leaving. Hold on for a second. Ow, hurt my back. We were leaving Indiana State, Terre Haute, Indiana, and they had a Books a Million. I've never been to a Books a Million ever, like in my entire life. I've never been, I guess, anywhere that had one. Or if I had, I just was passing through or whatever. But so we ran in there, and it's cool. I mean, I like it better than Barnes and Noble because they've got a huge discount section, which Barnes and Noble doesn't really have. But anyway, so I liked it. I mean, I walked around and looked and stuff, but I didn't really buy anything except for I got this hardcover copy of Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk by Ben Fountain. My wife used to teach this book. It was only $3. My wife used to teach this book briefly, and she's read it and liked it. And we didn't have a copy for the shelf, and so I grabbed it. But also, I think I'm gonna probably read it, maybe in audio, but maybe not in the near future. So grabbed that, and that's really the only thing that I picked up in there, which is crazy, I know, but I'm traveling. Um, I mean, I've already got luggage. It's got to be a pretty, I'm not going to go in there and buy a book that I can just pick up here. You know what I mean? So, but I did enjoy going to the store and checking it out and whatnot. So, I think that's pretty much it. Not a lot going on. Maybe having another short week this week because we may be on the road again for my son's recruiting stuff. I tell you, it's a brutal ordeal for the kids. I mean, don't get me wrong. You got these top tier kids that I'm sure it's not hard for at all. I mean, everywhere they go, everybody wants them. My kid's kind of in the middle. I mean, he's right on the edge. I mean, everybody wants him, but they got to see what all these other kids are doing before they take a shot on him, right? And so, I don't know, but you look out there, and the social media for recruiting is Twitter. I guess it's X now, but it's Twitter. And I'm out there trying to, help him out, trying to tweet about my kids, trying to get my kids in a very, very small town in Kentucky that's not a recruiting hotbed by any means, trying to get my kids looks. But I guess what I'm trying to say is like, for kids, I can feel the toxicity of all that. I mean, look, oh, well, so and so got this offer, so and so got me. Why don't I get, and I can feel it. So it has been a rough situation. Again, my son's got a couple of offers to Ivy League schools, Cornell and Penn, and we're hyper excited about that because, like, for me, I'm like, man, again, whatever you believe. Like I do believe in things happening for a reason, right? And so I'm like, man, if that's all you get, then that's where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to get this Ivy League education and whatnot. But anyway, so we're chasing some other opportunities for him, and this will be it, right? Like you only got to do it for a small period of time. He's going into his senior year, and then but he hopes to be kind of done with it and committed, before his senior year. So we'll see. It's just not really fun in my opinion, it's not fun for those kids that are like the middle of the road kids. Well, it's probably not fun for the kids that are like the lower tier kids either. But anyway, I talk too much about that. So hey, it's Monday. It's sunny here. It is a bit cold, but it's sunny. And I appreciate you being here. And we're gonna talk more books this week. Like I said, I got a review coming for uh, My Dark Vanessa. Um, and I will probably be wrapping up Meditations as well as Less by Andrew Sean Greer this week and get some reviews for those up. But yeah, that's it. Appreciate you being here. Hope you're enjoying all your books as much as I am. If not, you're reading the wrong damn books.